blaze, make it blaze.
Sport is show.
Oh my God, an insane goal! I've just seen the most insane goal I have ever seen on a football pitch.
Programs encore plenty news and current affairs. Everything is in one.
Primus Radio. Express, exhibit, explore.
Offering the sounds that shapes the heart, making the turn inward towards beauty. We are Primus.
ọmọ wa ń rí campus ojú ń ro wá àbọ̀dé campus ẹ̀kún àdẹ̀rìn o. ọmọ wa ń rí campus ojú ń ro wá àbọ̀dé campus ẹ̀kún àdẹ̀rìn o. ẹ jẹ́ ká gbàdúrà báwọn ọmọ wa tó ń rí campus. àlọ́ á dára àbọ̀ á sàn wọ́n o gbégbé ìgbésógbó ìwà jẹ́ o. ẹ bá jẹ́ ká gbàdúrà báwọn ọmọ wa tó ń re campus. àlọ́ á dára àbọ̀ á sàn wọ́n o gbégbé ìgbésógbó ìwà jẹ́ o.
Okay, a beautiful afternoon to you out there, and welcome to another super interesting edition of the program Campus Insight. Campus Insight is coming to you from the studio of Primus Radio, and Primus Radio is located at Olioli in the city of Ibadan. And you know how we do it every Wednesday between the hours of 3 to 3:30 p.m. We bring to you this beautiful, entertaining program where we have discussions on and around campus life, students, relationship on campus, and what have you. So today on the program Campus Insights will be different because normally I do the program all alone, but this time around I have a friend and a guest. Should I even call you a guest? I don't think she's a guest today. She's my co-host. So we'll be running the program together today, and let my co-host let her talk about herself.
Good afternoon, Ibadan. How you guys doing? I am Ruth Richard, and I am Colin's co-host on today's segment.
Today you'll be my wife. Yes. So today we'll be anchoring the program together, the program Campus Insight. And before we move on the program today, I want to say, should I say congratulations to Nigerians on the primary elections of the All Progressive Party? I don't know, because the only thing I can say right now is just have your PVC. Ruth.
Definitely, just have your PVC, because I already have mine, because I just registered for it. I'm waiting for them to give to me the
permanent one. I was going to ask if you had your PVC.
Why not? We are ready for them come 2023.
Exactly. Like
we are not taking it lightly.
Yeah. So if you're out there, I want to use this opportunity to encourage you. Right? They say we are the future of tomorrow, but we cannot remain like this. So I want to use this opportunity to encourage you out there. Please, let's tell them.
Please go get your PVC.
Yeah, just get your PVC. It really matters. Don't say your PVC doesn't matter, right?
It matters.
It matters a lot. So just get your PVC. All right. Back on the program. Today we would be having a discussion around just a normal talk, right? We'll be having discussion on, I don't know, Ruth, will you tell us what we'll be talking about? Let's see.
Okay, today's discussion is an insightful one, and today we are going to be talking about, do you need a degree to get a good job?
Yes, you heard it right. So we want to know, do you really need a degree to have a good job? Do you need a degree to qualify yourself as someone who is having a good job? And we'll have a lot to talk, right, Jude?
There is absolutely a whole lot to talk about, because our generation now, we tend to see that there's no need for school anymore. We feel like school is just a waste of time. But today's segment, we are going to be dwelling and saying a whole lot about, do you really need a degree to
to further your education. So, sorry, we want to know today if we really need a degree certificate, because most people, they feel they don't need a degree certificate. But now we've given you the chip, we've given them the bone of what's to expect on the program today. And but before we go on the program, right, let's just have a little musical break, and by the time we get back, we'll get the show started. C. Collins, we will be right back.
Don't sleep, wake up. Collect your money, wake up. Collect your money,
trendybeats.com.
Go get the moolah. Wake up, money go gala. Don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to be jai. Kilo come, you come, person matter, person we don't mind. But when I land softly on the sofa floor. So far so good, koni bajo. Let me see you, oh lo lo lo. Let me see you, oh lo lo lo. Bukao, let me bukao. Let me see you, de buka, oh lo lo lo. Let me see you, oh lo lo lo. Bukao, let me bukao. Let me see you, de buka, oh lo lo lo. Let me see you, oh lo lo lo. Bukao, let me bukao. Let me see you, de buka, oh lo lo lo. Let me see you, oh lo lo lo. Bukao, let me bukao. Let me see you, de buka. Better, go get the dollar. Wake up. Don't walk, don't drive. Supposed to stay high. Kilo come on, chef water. They feel when I'm mad. When I land softly on the sofa floor. So far, so good. Koni bajo. Let me see you. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Let me see you. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Bukao. Let me bukao. Let me see you. De buka. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Let me see you. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Bukao. Let me bukao. Let me see you. De buka. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Let me see you. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Bukao. Let me bukao. Let me see you. De buka. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Let me see you. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Bukao. Let me see you. Bukao. Let me see you. Don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to then fight. Leave me on my bed. You don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to then fight.
Damilola Abodurin of BCOS, Oluwatobi Ainde and Obi Freaky of Yes FM, Omombolanle Edon of Lead City FM, Oyiza Amosu of Blast FM, Salau Matine of Lagilu FM, Shida of Docs FM, Ryle the Game Boy of Sweet FM, Adebisi Precious of Kwasu FM, Kayode Sonny of Jams FM, Tife Salami of Lead Radio, Nedu Okore of Ray Power, Oluwatomi Ayilaran of Nobu FM. Let me stop there for now. All of these amazing OAPs have one thing in common. They are all products of Primus Media Academy. If you have a media dream, let's work with you to activate them. Primus Media Academy registration is on now for the next full-time and part-time class starting on 6th and 11th of June respectively. To register, hurry now to our office at Primus Media City opposite a Loving Arms Daycare, Sharp Corner area, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. You can also call or chat us up on 0816-274-6129 or 0810-211-7710. Primus Media Academy, expanding the frontiers of the media. Damilola Abodrin of
Okay, it's glad to know that you are out there listening to the program Campus Inside. And like you know, the program still is Campus Inside. And today, like I said, I won't be anchoring the program alone. Like I've already mentioned, our friend and our sister here. Yes, you can hear her laugh. That's the voice of Ruth. And she's just smiling. Really, if you see her today, she's looking beautiful.
That's too much, Colin.
I don't think it's too much. Like I'm just telling you, if you are streaming on
That's too much.
Facebook, you could just comment and let her know that indeed she looks gorgeous. So back on the program, we are going to start a conversation around whether you need
a degree to get a good job.
Let's not even use degree. Let's even ask, do you need a certificate to get a good job, right?
After going to school for 4 years.
Mm-hmm. Yes. After you need to go to school for 4 years to get a good job. Or first of all, I think we should first of all define what a good job. Yeah.
So I will be throwing that question to you, Colin.
Okay. So you want to.
So what is, in your own term or in a layman's language, can you please define a good job for us?
Okay. To me, many people have different definitions of good job. Now, I feel a good job is something you are comfortable doing, something you are happy doing. To me, that is a good job. But in the African context, you see African parents. If you tell them, you bring a man to the house. Have you ever brought a man to your parents before? Have you introduced a guy to your parents? No, you have not. Okay, so if you notice, especially through the African movies, Nigerian movies, if a girl should bring a guy to the parents, the first thing you ask is,
what's he doing?
Yeah, what does he do for a living? So, right? And I think in that kind of situation, in the African situation, not now though, then, or from what we see, you may think the normal good jobs are maybe doctors, lawyers, bankers, accountants, engineers. So those are like what they classify as good job, right?
Yes.
But for me, I see anything you find comfortable doing, anything you do that it's okay. I find pleasure in doing this thing. This is like a good job.
For me, I feel like a good job is something which is legit, like 100% legit, because I really do not know. Most of the time going to school is not just to go to school and get the certificates, but I feel like a good job is something you do that is legit, something that is legitimately bringing in money, and definitely you're comfortable with it, because there's a whole lot of job out there, and trust me, you don't want to be caught doing things you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, that brings me to the question. When you say legit, you mean a job that's accountable for, right?
Yes, definitely. A job that is accountable for, something that when you go back home or when you tell your friends or family that, okay, probably I'm an accountant. And also, they tend to see you that this person is an accountant, so a good job low-key brings respect. That's something that just popped up in my head. When it's legit and it's bringing lots of money for you, it also comes with respect.
Okay, that's to say a good job is something that you do, not necessarily just bringing money, something that brings money to you.
Yes, and comfortable.
Yes, and when someone asks you, okay, what do you do? How did you get this money? You can actually say, okay, I did this thing to get money, and it earns you respect.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so respect is like a key word there, because you see doctors, you see lawyers, they'll say, okay, I'm this, and they have respect.
Especially these professional courses.
Yeah, so that's your own definition of a good job. But do you know that there are jobs out there that you are not necessarily a lawyer, but then let's say our tech bros and our tech sis, tech is taking the waves right now. Like people are like diving into tech. You see, what do you do? I'm a UI, I'm a programmer, I'm this, I'm that. And those kind of jobs don't necessarily need you to to have a certificate, like a degree certificate. Though there are certificates involved.
No, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
you would have a certificate for these jobs, but most of the times it's either probably you're doing an online course
Okay.
to be able to get certificates. You just have to pass through a school.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes they do tell you that a school is actually a learning process.
Okay.
So the certificate, that's why sometimes you also see persons that they want to do this tech stuff.
Yeah.
They are not fully grounded into it, but probably because they just maybe take one or two classes from someone else that is offering this class online.
Yeah.
That's because they may not have an official certificate, but that also makes them a tech guru or whatever they are.
Yeah, that's to say, education. Most people confuse going to school and being educated.
And being educated.
Sure, you can be educated without going to school.
That's true. Also.
Just like the illustration you gave right now, right? There are many people. I have lots of friends who are into this tech thing.
Yes.
They're like gurus, and funny, they didn't even have
a certificate
yes,
for that.
They don't even have a training, like a professional
a proper training for that.
Yeah,
I
because
know, right?
if you take a look at these places where they do this training for UI UX or whatever program,
it's just like a small classroom that they just tend to teach them,
and they charge more.
Yes, they charge more.
Like
they charge a whole
more.
lot, because I feel like they said the school is expensive.
It's expensive,
and going through the process and all is quite a whole lot. And the thing is that they don't even have an official certificate like someone that went to a school.
Proper school, just like a diploma.
4 years,
exactly.
Yes.
Now, the thing is, the point I was trying to make is I have friends who actually learned this thing, who are even learning right now, right? They learned from the normal YouTube. Right.
Yes, so, that's true.
So they just take courses online. It's not even a course. I won't call it a course. It's a self-training. That's when we say most times education is, you don't really need someone to educate you, right? Education is for me, I feel, is a personal trait. You can decide to educate yourself through learning from others. You can decide to, okay, I'm looking at this.
You can
person.
learn on the job also. Whatever you seek, it's that easy. Whatever you seek, just find. If you know you want to get a certificate in this particular stuff, you can go find, because all these things are leading down to we defining a good job. We would say a good job is something comfortable, something legit,
and something that you can actually account for, something that is accountable, that gives you pride, right? It may not necessarily be the pride of others around you, but you personally, okay, I know I am into this. There are many people who have this pride. Whenever you tell them, oh, you're into tech,
tech gurus, they always have this special thing.
I won't call it pride, but trust me, it's not
a
easy.
little bit of pride. Come on. What are you saying?
Let's not limit it to just the tech. Look at the doctors. I don't know.
Doctors.
You're a core member, right?
Yes, definitely.
You were in camp. Trust me, if you were in camp and you see these doctors, you will feel as though you never went to school.
I didn't see any doctor in my own camp.
Really?
To be honest.
Probably they were in the clinic. That's the point I'm trying to make. Even the NYSC scheme gives them this special privilege, right?
I think the only persons I saw in my camp was just Red Cross. That's just...
Yes, Red Cross.
Yes.
I think those in medical lines, we are taken to the clinic. They're always in the clinic and all. So you see, that's like there's a special treatment given to these people. That's because the nature of their job actually warrants them. If you see them in camp, they always feel big, like though I don't right. Most times I don't blame them, right? Because I don't blame them, because it's not easy to spend 5 years, 6 years, 7 years
in school. Some of them actually do spend more than that amount of time in school. They spend a whole lot of time in school, and trust me, it's really not easy.
So that's where the pride comes in. So it's now a personal thing. If you know the amount of time you put into something, you definitely have pride in what you are doing. Now, okay, let's go back to the question. So we've come to the agreement to have defined what a good job is.
Yes.
We've defined what degree is, or what learning is, what being educated is all about, and we concluded that being educated doesn't necessarily mean you have to
have a good job.
Yes, a good. The same way we say being educated and having a good job. Now, I want to ask you a personal question. And whenever I ask
any personal question from Collins,
yes,
I'm not sure I'm ready to answer
good.
that.
So I'm going to ask
but
you
shoot me.
a personal question.
Okay.
Let's assume you are to pick. You have two guys after you. Yes, these two guys, they are wooing you. Let's use that word, woo.
Okay.
Like as a and now they're not like, okay, two separate guys. One of them is educated, like he's educated and he earns let's say 200,000 every month, and he's doing a 9 to 5 job. And there's other guy, well, he doesn't have a degree. No, I won't say he's not educated, right? Let's say he didn't pass through the university system. He didn't pass through HND. He just maybe an ND or just poly. No offense there, but let's say, okay, just a poly student, and he didn't finish, but he has a job. This job is legit, and he's earning say 500,000 in a week through these jobs. Maybe at the end of each job, he gets paid 500. I mean, this guy is not being paid in naira. Let's say he's being paid in dollars.
500K dollars.
No, I'm not talking about 500K. Let's even bring it lower. Let's say he's earning $1,000.
Okay, $1,000.
Yes, for each job he completes.
The $1,000 he's receiving as his salary now.
Not salary. Good. Now the thing is, okay, let me rephrase the question to you. Two guys are winning you. I'm going to tell you that two guys are winning you. One of them earns a monthly salary. Let's say he's a doctor. He's earning a monthly salary
of 200,000 naira.
Yes, of 200K every month, 9 to 5 every day. And the second guy, he doesn't have a white collar job, but he earns more at the end of each job he completes. Who would you go for?
The second guy, how much is the second guy in?
Let's say he earns. Let's assume he earns the same 200K every job. Now, let's say his job is to do a program for a company. He's paid 200K.
He can actually be paid
more
200K in a week.
Exactly.
Or 200K in a day.
Exactly. So who are you going for?
That's an easy question. I'm going for the second guy. I'm not going for the 9 to 5.
Why?
It's not possible.
Why?
Fine, the 9 to 5 has his own job and is receiving an amount of 200,000 naira by the end of the month. This other person didn't finish school. Yeah. But I feel like for this other person to have come to this point or this particular stage where he's at now, I feel like he must have developed himself to be there. Most definitely, because he can't obviously be doing jobs for several persons and they get to pay him 200,000 naira in a day
or in a week,
or probably they get to pay him 200,000 naira in a week. So I feel like this person is kind of like an entrepreneur now, but just that in a different state, because the fact that he doesn't even have a degree doesn't qualify him
as an education.
That's just it. But because these other people, why would I even pick? Like, I'm literally waiting for 30th of the month, 200K. That's from 9 to 5. If I were 9 to 5, no, that's 0. I wouldn't go for that.
As a lady, right? Would you want your husband? Let's assume this is your husband. You guys fell in love and you're all lovey and all, right? But he's not. He doesn't have a degree certificate. He doesn't have a degree. That's the right word. He doesn't have a degree. Would you still be with him? Like, would you encourage him to
have a degree?
Yes. Now? Would you encourage your husband? I'm using husband now. Would you encourage your husband to further his studies? Yes.
Degree. What's my husband doing first off?
Let's assume he's also into tech or he has something doing. He's a business. Let's say he's into business. But he has interest in education. But now, he doesn't have the time and all. Would you encourage your husband to have a certificate?
I'm not going to encourage my husband to go get a degree. That's going back to school for like 4 years. That's not possible at all.
But education is now way...
education is one thing for you to go to school and for school to pass through you. Okay. You understand? So many persons go to school and they don't even know what they are doing in school. And they come out of school and they tend to face life after school and they are just dumb. That's another conversation for another day.
I guess.
So the only thing I am going to be advising my husband on, because before I would even marry him, that definitely is going to be a smart man. That's just the honest truth, because I'm not going to marry a dummy at all. So I am going to be advising my husband to do a proper self-development for himself. He's going to develop himself, probably taking online courses on what he's doing, maybe related to his business now, or if he's into tech, related to his tech stuff. But going back to school 4 years to get a proper degree, no.
Okay, now let me make it more personal. See, you're a graduate. You have your certificate.
Definitely.
And you have someone coming to ask you out. Someone said, I want to get married to you, Ruth, but I don't have a certificate. Would you marry someone that doesn't have a certificate?
What's the person that wants to get married to me
It's not
without
about.
a certificate doing?
It's not about.
What are you doing? The person that wants to get married to me, what are
Let's
you
say
doing?
he's into business. Now,
What business
do you
are
know?
you into?
Do you know there is this pride that parents have when
That
they
he's
realize,
an accountant.
Yeah, I'm not using
Or
an
he's an
accountant now.
engineer.
That he went to school.
He went to school.
You know, there's this mindset in
There
Africa.
are online schools. Things are changing. That's one thing you have to know now. Things are changing. There are online schools. There are so many things that you can do online. You don't expect yourself to now start. I'm not saying school is not good. This is the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying getting a degree is not good. Here's the thing. It's 50-50. If you're opportune to go to a school and have a degree, definitely fine. It's good for you. You see some persons that they tend to go to school and at the end of the day, they come out and you see them that they are doing something else. They are not even working with the degree or whatsoever they went to school to learn. There are a whole lot of persons like that now in our generation. What are you doing? That's the thing. If you're opportune to go to school, fine. But if you are not opportune to go to school and still yet you can actually develop yourself to be better. You speak well, you are smart. There are some people that go to school that they are dummies. They can't they can't think well.
Yeah, we've said a whole lot this afternoon. And trust me, this conversation can actually go on and on and on.
That's true.
But as good as it may seem, right, the world has actually changed. The world is changing, and trust me. Yes, today I was in an occasion, and the question was asked: why do you go to school? And people gave different opinions to why they go to school: to have to develop character, to develop learning, to be courageous, to have liberty, to be liberated, and all. But trust me, the convenience of this program, they made clear that all these reasons you give for going to school are actually not the reason why you go to school. There's just one reason why everybody goes to school, and the reason is because you want to get a job. Because
you want to get a job, and also because it's mandatory.
Yes, it's good. Now that's like just the reason.
Yes.
Because it's mandated that you must have gone through school to get a job. That's like the only reason why people go to school. Yeah, left to most of us here, there are many things you can do
without even going to school.
But the main reason people go to school, you see core members outside, you see students in university and they run here and there trying to go to school. The main reason is they have this mindset, they have this belief that by the time I'm done with school, I have a job out there. But let me tell you the truth, there is no job out there.
There is job out there.
Okay, there is job out there. When you do find it.
No,
you
can't just
the kind of job I'm
show
talking
that
about.
balance.
No,
yes.
Trust me, even the federal government, your federal government told you or have been telling you that there are no jobs. You should involve yourself in other skills.
Yes, that's just the thing. Likewise, as I said before, and I will go back saying again, if you are opportune to go to school, fine, good, go to school, learn, because school is a learning process. Because when you're out of school, I can boldly tell you that out of 100%, 0.4% of the things that you were taught in school, that's what you will use outside from school.
I think I have a contrary opinion to that. But okay, go on. No, go on. It's your show.
The remaining percentage,
yeah,
you have to just figure it out by yourself.
Yeah, so I will actually say, or I'll put it this way, as much as you go to school, as much as you want to depend on your certificate, as much as you want to depend on what you are taught in class, find something else to do. Most youths you see out there who roam the street in search of white-collar jobs, probably because they have nothing doing. If you see someone who has a side job, a side hustle, maybe you've learned hairdressing, you've learned barbing, you've learned nail making, any other thing aside school, trust me, you won't wholly depend on getting a white-collar job. So, Ruth, our time is fast spent.
Our time is definitely fast spent, but in all we have said today on Campus Insights, we want to tell you guys that it's both ways. You need a degree, you do not need a degree. It's both ways. It's 50-50. If you're opportune to go to school, fine, go to school. But just have something else that you're doing by this side. Develop yourself. The world is changing. Everything is going digital. There's a whole lot more for us to learn. As I said before on this program, I said, whatever you seek, just find. So thank you so much, Collins, for having me on the show today.
Yes, it's actually a pleasure having you on the program. So my dear listener, before I leave, I also want to say, just like our co-host has said today, as much as you want to go to school, find something else to do. Find something else doing, because the world is literally revolving and evolving, and you yourself, you don't have to limit yourself to just the four walls of a school. Okay, really happy to have had you on the program today on Campus Insight. And remember, we will meet again next week, as it always happens, between the hours of 3 to 3:30 p.m. All right, my name is C. Collins, and with me,
I am Ruth Richards.
All right, now have a wonderful day.
Bye, Ibadan.
Focus, say me how they try focus. Can I you just scatter my thinking, oh, and I don't know what's up. Say if I let me know what's in your mind, and I will let you know what's in my mind. So if you both know what's in we define, straight to the point, make we know it's like I'm say you don't need to the book, you don't need to the phone, and you only need to let me know if I know what you want. Say you don't need to the book, no, you don't need to the phone, and you only need to let me know. Do you know what you want?